When it comes to buying and selling livestock, trust is everything. At Hired Hand Live, we have a platform that breeders and buyers rely on, whether participating in a live auction, an internet-only event, or hosting their own online auction. Our secure, user-friendly system ensures that your bid counts, and every transaction is backed by our commitment to integrity.
Whether you're a part of a consignment sale or planning your own internet auction, Hired Hand Live connects breeders and buyers live and online. Discover why breeders trust us with their livestock auctions. Visit hiredhandlive.com today. Hi there, I'm Molly.
And I'm Jaymie, and this is our From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast.
For 15 years now, we've been proudly helping breeders promote hundreds of thousands of pedigree livestock with our easy-to-use animal management-driven website software.
And let's not forget about Hired Hand Live, where over $1 million worth of livestock is sold online each year.
We're excited to bring you market trends, sales data, advice from your fellow breeders, and stories from the ranch.
Our software makes managing your website and your animals a breeze, so you can focus on what you love.
So let us handle your digital chores while you tune in to another episode of From the Pasture with Hired Hand.
Today we're talking about the upcoming B&C Show-Me Spring Sale. Our guest and sale host, Shawn Sayre, will give us an inside look at the cattle and other details for the weekend. Be sure to visit hiredhandlive.com where you can view all the consignments, get detailed information, and place your bids. You can also check out the consigners' websites powered by Hired Hand software to learn more about their programs. If you're excited to hear about the standout Longhorns heading to the sale ring, stay tuned. We've got the full rundown. Hi, Shawn.
Hello,
Thanks for
how are
joining
you?
us. Good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
So you are Shawn Sayre. Tell us how many years you've had Longhorns, how many years you've been doing the sale.
47. We've started in 78, I think. Dad started selling in 78. We've been doing it 47 years. As far as I know, it's the longest consecutive running Longhorn sale in the United States. We've been doing it ever since family owned and operated. So here we are again for another year.
And you yourself, how many years have you had Longhorns outside of with your dad?
Oh, probably 25.
Very good. And have you been to all 47 sales?
Yes.
Wow. Are we ready to jump into this year's sale?
We are ready. Yes, we are.
All right. So let's talk about Friday, April 18th. What happens that day?
Friday will be unloading and pinning, and there's viewing of the cattle. We'd like to have everybody in there by 5. The barn will be open. Of course, we'll be there from morning till whenever. Gathering at 6 p.m. at the Helm Street where we have our heifer Futurity, Calcutta. Then we do the awards. This year's bar sponsor is sponsored by Lubring Longhorns. And we'll give out the premiums and awards at the Futurity.
So tell people how you do your Futurity. It's a little bit different than the traditional Futurity.
Yeah, we do a sale Futurity. We have four classes this year. Our judges will judge each class, pick out the winner of each class, and we do sell our Futurity heifers at the auction. So we have, like I said, 4 classes, and we have a junior bull class this year. So we will auction off class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, and then the bull class. And then you try to pick what you think's what the judges picked at their discretion. And then we give out premiums, and then we give out payback to the owner's premium, and then we give back 100% of the money back. We pay 2 to 3 places in the class, depending on how many's in the class. But we do sell our heifers. It's not a blown Futurity where we have 4 or 5 judges judging it. We do sell our heifers.
And you mentioned the judges. Who are you having this year?
Our judges this year are Bruce and Brandy Shear from Little Creek Longhorns in Nebraska.
And do you want to talk about them a little bit more?
Yeah, they've been in the business quite a while. They've come to the sale. They established in 2009 with their first Nebraska Texas Longhorn in 13 and 15. They started going on the road across the country, to the shows and things like that. So they've been in the business quite a while. They're a very good family. They raise some very good Longhorns. They get out in the show circuit and compete there. So they're very good people. They know the animals. They know the breed. So they've got their work cut out for them this year. We've got an outstanding lineup this year.
Well, that's everything that happens on Friday. Let's
Yes.
move on to Saturday. What happens right away Saturday morning?
Saturday morning, we're going to do something new this year. Scott and Doris Simmons wanted to have a meet and greet. So at 8:30 at the barn, we are going to have a meet and greet with some of the newer breeders, introducing themselves and things like that. They're going to provide donuts and coffee and whatever, at the meet and greet at the sale barn at 8:30 that morning, just to kind of get to know everybody in the business. We had a lot of new faces last year, and Dora came up to me and said, "Hey, we'd like to meet some people, and introduce our farms and ranches and what we have." So we're going to do that at 8:30, and then at 10 o'clock, we will start the sale at 10 o'clock.
If somebody has a question sale day, who do they contact?
They contact me.
You or Allison?
Yeah, me or Allison, yeah.
Okay. And I assume you're going to be the auctioneer again this year?
Yes, me and Danny Jeffries will be the auctioneer, yes.
Okay. And who do you have at your side rating pedigrees?
Justin George reads pedigrees for us.
How about the cattle handlers in the back crew? Who's taking care of that?
Bernie Hicks. My brother retired, so Bernie's been with us for quite a while. So Bernie takes care of the back, him and his son, and about a lot of the people's been with us for years. The Bragg boys help us, but Bernie runs the show back in the back. Of course, I and Allison help tag and get things pinned, but Bernie pretty much runs the back.
So if people have to get a hold of him, is his number in the catalog anywhere?
His number is not, no.
So they'll just get a hold of you if they're going to arrive late.
And the barn will be there if they got to unload sometime at night. But Tommy and Cord Peterson, they will be in the ring, working the ring, taking bids and things like that. But no, they just basically get a hold of me, and if I need to shuffle off somebody, I can get numbers to them.
Okay. And I know Allison had emailed me over a whole list of people who are available to haul that weekend.
Yes, we have several haulers. Cody James will be able to haul. Bart Maggart will be able to haul. Carl Leapart can haul. Joe Walker can haul. So we'll have plenty of haulers. So don't be afraid. We'll get the cattle to you one way or the other. If I've got to bring them, I can bring them. So we will have haulers there, and then the sale barn also has haulers as well. And if somebody needs to leave animals, they can, or we can bring them back to our place.
So as I was scrolling through the catalog, I saw your sponsor page. Let's give a little shout out to some of them, or you can talk about them more.
Absolutely. Like I said, we're family owned and operated. We do it ourselves. We just started doing the sponsorships a couple of years ago. It's a $200 sponsorship. We get banners. We give them banners. We put banners around the sale ring. We have, Rusty and Joanne Clark this year, Scott and Kelly, Hannah Farber, Dell and Gina Francisco, Justin and Chelsea George, Mark and Charlene Gillian, Lisa Lubring, of course, Donnie Vokart, Bill Smith, David and Sharon Roberts, Aaron and Micah Landis, and Jay, Angela, and Alberta Cohen. Those people help with the sponsorships. They put full page ads in, and they also sponsor. So it helps out a little bit for, the things that we do and to help kind of pay for some of the stuff. So we appreciate them very much.
Definitely. So those are the sponsors. How about the consigners? Do you have any new consigners this year?
We've got a lot of new consigners. We ended up with 33 consigners this year. First time consigners to my knowledge. Mark Gillian, Gillian Ranch, Mark Hubble. Hubble's bringing some cattle down. We've got Mr. Robinson from Texas is coming in with some cattle. So we've got we do have some new blood coming that hasn't been here before. We've got an outstanding lineup with cattle.
Is there any of the consigners this year that have been with you all 47 years?
No. Donnie Volkart would be the closest probably to being here the most from our consigners. Vicky Smeal's been here quite a while. Bill Smith's been here quite a while. Tom Smith, he's bringing some cattle. He's been here with us for a while, but it's sad to say, but a lot of them aren't with us anymore, Jaymie.
Yeah.
It's but we are fortunate. We have some great new young people in the industry, and we enjoy them coming.
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe you'd say that you and Allison have consigned every year.
I did for a while, but then I didn't. So we quit. So we do have some animals in the sale this year. We're selling probably one of our best cows we've ever raised this year. So Dad consigned for several years, and then I took over. We took over, and we put a few in here there. We try to buy too. It's the most consigners we've ever had at our sale, I think, is 36 or 38. I can't remember, but it's several. They're from everywhere.
Yeah, I see that looking at the consignor list.
Yeah.
Well, talking about the consignments, do you have any scratches?
No, not to date. Not yet. We don't know.
Okay. What about subs?
Yeah, we do have a little a sub bull that will be in. It's a Landis Sayre partnership bull calf that we'll be putting in. Allison will be making some flyers for that for people to have. And then also that I want to explain that we didn't mention about, and it's kind of off track here, but we are doing the Wounded Warrior heifer, and we're going to do steer also for Matt Jones scholarship. So those will be the first two that we'll be selling for that donation lots. The first two lots is the Wounded Warriors and then the Matt Jones scholarship fund.
Okay, and those are listed on Hired Hand Live, I think, as 0A Miss Peaches and 0B FH Clifford. Okay.
Yes.
And the sublot that you mentioned, do you know what lot that is?
It'll be, we got 112, so it'll be a lot 113, and it's a Hubble's Butch Cassidy on Hubble's 077. Catch it. It's a little bull calf.
And now let's hear from our advertisers.
From the Pasture by Hired Hand is presented by R3 Hilltop Ranch. Located in Chilton, Texas, R3 Hilltop Ranch has been breeding registered Texas Longhorns since 2006. What began as 3 heifers has grown into our current herd, which you can explore on our website at r3hilltop.com. We're passionate about loud colors, longhorns, and docile temperaments, but it's the easy-keeping, low-maintenance traits of Texas Longhorns that initially attracted us and continue to drive our herd growth. In addition to livestock, we proudly offer certified Longhorn beef products. Visit r3hilltop.com/beef to learn more. Thank you for listening and enjoy exploring our ranch online at r3hilltop.com.
Looking for top-quality Longhorns and a taste of true Texas spirit? Look no further than Cantera Cattle Company. Our passion for Longhorns shines at Old Gringo Ranch, where tradition meets excellence. Visit us online at CanteraCattleCompany.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest updates and ranch life fun. Ready to experience it yourself? Schedule your visit by emailing canteracattle@gmail.com. Remember, God is great, Longhorns are good, and life is crazy.
Do you sometimes feel like you're the only one who doesn't have it all figured out? Rural life can be isolating, but it doesn't have to be.
Welcome to Ag's Most Okayest Farm Girls, the podcast for women who are craving connection, laughter, solidarity, camaraderie, and just overall encouragement in your everyday life and dreams.
Each week, your hosts, Annalise, that's me, and Courtney will cover topics such as farm life, mom life, making money online, side hustles, hobbies, sharing on social media, jobs off the farm, and so much more.
Us rural gals need to stick together, so saddle up for some fun, real, and unsolicited advice and stories from our everyday farm lives.
Grab a drink, we're Ag's Most Okayest Farm Girls, and we're here to help. Listen wherever you find podcasts.
Hey, if you love From the Pasture with Hired Hand, why not go check out my podcast, The Big Iron Podcast with Andrew Shigori, where we dive into the world of registered Texas Longhorns and what it means to be an agriculture entrepreneur in the modern world, with a little southern flair, of course. Find the Big Iron Podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Well, usually what I do with sale hosts at this point is we play a little game of catalog roulette. I will randomly pick an animal out of the catalog, and then you can share what the knowledge that you have about the animal. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's start at the beginning. We'll start with F5 TP Purple Haze.
Yeah, that's a Cord Peterson consignment, and people, if they don't know about Stallone ST, he's 91 or 2 inches tip to tip. He's a Sherwood Peterson partnership bull. He's just a tremendous bull. Matter of fact, we've got a calf this year we're keeping back for a herd sire out of that Stallone bull. But she's a nice, flashy young heifer. Got a good pedigree.
The next one I'll stop at is F13 from Square One Longhorns, Clinton Sherald. I know many people have probably seen Sherald's pictures out on social media or on websites with Square One Media, but the lot that she has in the sale, the B&C this year, is Midwest Lipstick Lacy.
I've got to brag a little bit on Cheryl. She's a great person. She's a promoter. She works. She brings her cattle to our place to get worked, and we brand them here and everything. And when this calf was born, she sent me the picture, and you can see it on her page in our catalog that the little booger was red and white, and then it turned out to be this beautiful, probably one of the prettiest heifers in the sale, in my opinion. Got a great pedigree, and of course Cheryl, she spoils all her animals, and Cheryl's just an awesome person. She's starting to travel all over the country, going from farm to farm, and she does a great job. And so her heifer's gonna be a bell ringer.
Well, you mentioned Micah and Aaron Landys earlier, so let's stop on their lot. F26, 24 LF Texas Rock.
He's a stud. He's got that JBR Eclipse on the top and PC Rimrock on the bottom. He's just a beast of a little bull calf. He's got it all. He's got the horn set, the color. He's just a very well put together young bull. And as far as the pedigree, the Landis, they're getting in. They've jumped in head first within the Longhorn industry, and they have raised and bought some very nice animals. And that F26 is a heck of a bull. Somebody get a good herd sire for him.
The next one, let's do from Robert Longhorns with David and Sharon Roberts, lot 34, IU Sassy.
Yeah, they're a new consignor. Dave's called me several times about this animal. He's got his father lives up in this area close, and he's coming up to see him as well. And he's wanted to put something in our sale, and he's got that. You look at the pedigree. It's CV Cowboy Casanova on the top, and Coachy Tommy on the bottom side, which goes, and you got the Bayou Juanita. Just a tremendous cow. She's 85 inches tip to tip. Just a phenomenal looking animal. She's really impressive. She should do well.
All right, I'm scrolling. How about lot 35 with Might As Well Ranch, Dan and Dina Stoltz. Her name is MW Fragment.
Talking about 45? Yeah, she's a flashy cow. Of course, she's got the Cowboy Tough Checks on the top. She's exposed to that journeyman bull that they're really promoting, and he's a powerhouse. I mean, he's a heck of a bull. It's a shame he's knocked a little bit of his horn off, but he's just a tremendous bull. And this cow is a really flashy, good-looking cow. She's just a 5-year-old, and she's going to make a whale of a mama.
We'll go to one from Commitment Ranch, lot 51, Renegades Louise, EOT.
Yeah, this twisty horn cow, she's 15, but she's healthy. She looks good. She's got that JR Grand Slam on the top. She's got the Bowman breeding on the bottom. She's gonna be flashy. She's exposed to PC Rimrock, which is really hitting the ground hard. He's 88.5 inches tip to tip. Really a good looking bull, and this is a flashy cow too. It's amazing what we have this year. It really is.
Let's stop on one from Bill Smith, one of your longtime consigners. He's from Woodson School Ranch. We'll do lot 60, WSR Hope Floats.
Yeah, Bill's a great friend. He's been coming here for quite a while. He's about the closest to us here in Marshall, Missouri. He's got this JP Rio Grande granddaughter coming to us by Sitting Bull on the bottom and exposed to that Mr. Fritz. Mr. Fritz is a great looking black and white speckled bull that's really doing well in the industry right now. And we've got a couple calves out of him at our place. And Bill's just got a great line of cows in this sale.
I think Bill is from Kansas. And I think this next person that I'm going to stop at, or wait, maybe Bill's from Missouri.
Yeah, Bill's from Missouri.
Yep. But let's jump over to Kansas. They're so close. We'll go to Crossfire Longhorns with Scott Kelly and Hannah Farber. Lot 73. Casanova's Good Time.
Tremendous animal. She's they sent me a picture here the other day. She's at 83 or 4 inches tip to tip. She's got she's a CV Cowboy Casanova daughter out of Rio Grande EOT. Got the Bowman breeding on the bottom. and she is exposed to that TC50 bullets. With 50 bullets is just blowing up the circuit right now with a lot of Futurity heifers and stuff. But great animal, great cow. She's got it all. I mean, she's a pretty cow. She's 80 plus inches. She should do real well. She's a young cow too.
I'm scrolling here. Let's do lot 86 from Donna and Martin Robeson from Robeson Ranch. Their consignment is S.R. Clout's Founder Grace.
Yeah, nice cow. She's got a little bit of age to her, but I mean, she doesn't have a lot of age. She's a 19 model. Got a great pedigree. That Bowie Tex on the top side, Hubbell's 20 gauge on the bottom side. She's got a double, triple twist horn. She's got 91 inch tip to tip bloodline in her. She's just got. She's a well put together animal. Nice big healthy cow.
How about lot 93, LCL Crazy 10 Star from Little Creek Longhorns, Bruce and Brandy share?
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the judges can't put cattle in to be judged, because this little rascal here would be in the Futurity. He's out of the LCL 10's Black Star on the top and Crazy Dragons on the bottom side, but he'd be a contender in that young bull class. But our judges can't judge their own animals, so we put him in the back of the catalog. But he's gonna be a dandy little herd sire for somebody.
Now let's talk about lot 102. You talked about how this is Hubbell's. You said Mark, but this consignment here is from Garrett. Let's talk about her a little bit. Hubbell's Anna Vienna.
Yeah, she's a 19 model. She's a CV Casanova on the top and Hubbell's 20 gauge on the bottom. I mean, I've been in this business a long time, and put a pedigree together like this from an experienced herdsman that they are just phenomenal. We're glad to have them this year. She's exposed to Hubbell's Crown Royal, so I mean, just a fantastic animal.
Next we'll land on, how about we do Lazy J's Peppercorn from Lazy J Longhorns with Joe Sedlacek there in Kansas.
50-50. I don't know what you can say about that. I've got several 50-50 calves on the ground. But this is a great animal. She's a 19 model. She's exposed to that big black and white nightshade bull of his. She's got Diclo breeding on the bottom side. Just a pretty flashy black twisted horn cow. Just a well put together animal.
Yeah, and it looks like his lot right below that, lot 12, they look almost identical.
Yes, they do. And I put, if people pay attention, I put me and Joe at the very end. Nobody likes to be first. Nobody likes to be last. And Joe helps us out all the time. Every year he brings us great animals. So lot 109, 110, 111, 112 are mine and Joe's cattle. And they're all four of them are black and white. And, we've got great animals throughout the whole sale. We start with one of our animals. And we end with some of our animals, because nobody likes to be first, nobody likes to be last. So Allison and I, we take the reins and run with that, because, everybody thinks that the middle of the sale is where you need to be. Well, after 47 years of doing this, if there's a good animal that needs to be sold, they're gonna stay and bid on that animal. So we do have some tremendous animals coming this year. I mean, they're phenomenal. I can't say enough about our consigners, our animals. It's gonna be a great sale, I think.
So that wraps up Saturday. What time on Sunday do you want all the cattle to be out?
They'll start loading around 7:30, 8 o'clock Sunday. They need to be out by at least noon on Sunday. And like I said, again, if they've got to make arrangements, if they're not going to be there, I'll make arrangements to get the cattle back to our place, which we're just 20 miles away, and they can pick them up at our place, or we'll make arrangements to get them hauled to them.
Okay. And there's one last thing I have for you. It's called the Fast Five. I will name a trait of a Longhorn, and then you can pick one from your sale that we haven't already talked about. Are you willing?
Yeah.
All right. The first one is black and white.
Joe, Lazy J. Lot 111, 112, they look like sisters. Then you go up and look at lot 110, 109. I mean, we got, and here's the funny thing is 5-6 years ago, black and white was kind of obsolete, because their horns wouldn't grow or nothing like that. And now they are the eye catchers of the sale anymore. And it's what we raise as black and white cattle. So,
All right. How about one that has twisty horns that we haven't talked about?
lot 77, RJL Hope Diamond, a Vicky Smeel cow. She's a 13 model. She's doing her double, triple twist. Just a big horn set cow. I mean, total horn. I don't know what she would have as far as total horn, but there's just so many. But she caught my eye when I was helping Allison put the catalog together. She's just she's a nice animal.
All right. How about a red and white animal?
Oh, Sam Lyons putting in a nice red and white CB Cowboy Casanova lot 185. She's a 19 model. She's got it all. Tempting Ace on the bottom. She's a flashy red and white cow. It's a really nice cow.
Let's do Brindle next.
Brindle, I had one picked out, and the heck did I do? Vicky Smeal's got one. She's a very Brindle, twisty horn cow. She's a 21 model. She's a runner. She's a Bowman cow on the top. Just a real flashy looking cow as far as Brindle and color. She's also almost like Tiger Stripe.
All right. And the last one is a True Black.
True Black. The only True Black cow in the sale is lot 109. She's our cow, SA Black Magic. She's a 19 model. There's not a white speck on her. She's solid black. She's out of WS Vengeance and Pacific Catalina. She's 83.5 inches tip to tip, and she is solid black, and her calves are solid black.
And also, as I was scrolling through the catalog, I noticed you have a consignment form in there for your fall sale. Do you want to talk about that a little bit while we're here?
Yeah, we have started our fall sale back again. In the Trails magazine, it's the 11th, but we had to move it to October the 25th in New Cambria. So I do want to let people know, and I'll announce that several times at the sale, but it's going to be October 25th in New Cambria. We had a great sale last October, and we look forward to doing it again this year because a lot of our local breeders and our breeders wanted to, have a fall sale. So here we are again doing the fall sale.
Is there anything else that we didn't cover that you want to mention?
Just the support from the Longhorn industry for, being here as long as we have and what we do. We just appreciate you guys, especially Hired Hand has helped the industry tremendously at every sale, whether it's ours or Hudson Valentine or wherever. Hats off to you guys. You've helped the industry a bunch, and we appreciate you guys very much.
Well, thank you. Well, Shawn, thanks for joining us. Make sure to check out the B&C spring sale, the consignments ahead of sale date, and follow us for more updates. Until next time.
Are you a new Longhorn breeder eager to educate yourself on market trends and sale prices? Stay in the loop with our text messages. Get the latest updates, events, and insider tips on all things Longhorns delivered straight to your phone.
Stay informed by texting website to 888-700-8131, then reply with Longhorns. That's website to 888-700-8131. Sign up today and take your breeding program to the next level.